When it comes to military technology, particularly weapons, there is no end to imagination and creativity. In fact, many of the weapons being developed or in use by the military today seem straight out of science fiction. Despite how crazy they seem, these weapons and technology have actually been developed, or are close to being deployed in combat zones around the world. This is Top 10 Most Advanced Military Weapons that currently exists. This is MyFixofTech, bringing you the hottest tech innovations straight to your screens. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. And of course, subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell to keep yourself up to date. Electromagnetic Rail Gun. This beast of a cannon is actually the culmination of over a decade's worth of development and testing. An electromagnetic railgun capable of firing projectiles at over 4,500 miles per hour and smashing through concrete structures 100 miles away. Basically, the projectiles coming out of the railgun travel faster than the speed of sound. Electromagnetic railguns are said to be the future of warfare, as like other weapons on this list, they use laser energies rather than traditional explosive materials, and controlled explosions. Officially called the Megajoule Electromagnetic Railgun, this shipboard weapon can shoot at Mach 8, which is 8 times faster than the speed of sound, or 5,000 miles per hour. What could such a weapon possibly be used for? The Navy plans to use it to protect warships and as anti-aircraft and anti-missile weaponry. The railgun is so powerful that it has the potential to also launch a spaceship into orbit. And the railgun can also fire on an entire battlefield from offshore. They do, however, require a great deal of power, and scientists are still working on perfecting the output for maximum performance without actually tearing the weapon apart when it fires. The railgun is powered internally by a device called a FLUX capacitor, which was the name of the device that powered the DeLorean time machine in the Back to the Future movies. Adaptive Camouflage. The enemy can't shoot what they can't see. The system called Adaptive was developed and patented in Sweden. It operates over infrared and other frequencies. Adaptive can instantly blend the vehicle into the background, reducing detection range below 500 meters. Furthermore, the new technology can also mimic natural objects in other vehicles, and offer cooperative interrogator friend foe or IFF capability by displaying distinctive patterns visible only at a certain spectral range or in response to an interrogation signal. This system combines sheets of lightweight hexagonal metallic pixels designed to change temperature very rapidly, presenting a thermal pattern that optimally blends with its surroundings. Each electrical-powered pixel is individually heated or cooled using commercially available semiconducting technology. The system allows even a moving tank to match its surroundings. Alternatively, a tank can be made to look like a car. This can make the combat vehicle disappear itself into the outline of an automobile. Extreme Accuracy Tasked Ordnance, also known as EXACTO. Have you watched a cartoon character frantically fleeing a bullet that follows him wherever he goes? Only the bullet on this entry is traveling at hundreds of miles per hour. And even the Roadrunner can't run that fast. One of the most challenging roles in ground units is that of a military sniper. Military snipers must take long-distance shots with precision rifles, often doing a fair amount of math in their heads to make a bullet reach its target. DARPA's Extreme Accuracy Tasked Ordnance is exactly a self-steering guided bullet designed for military snipers to support improved accuracy over long-range and unfavorable conditions, such as high winds. The bullet is even capable of making some remarkably sharp course corrections. Essentially a smart bullet, this ammo has the ability to home in on targets and even change course in mid-air to compensate for target movement or changes in wind speed. The result is a round that can even be fired by beginners and still hit their target with precision accuracy at long range. Laser Weapon System, also known as LAWS. The laser weapon system is essentially exactly what it sounds like, a ship-mounted laser cannon. This laser system allows for pinpoint targeting and destruction of enemy assets, including everything from small ordnance to enemy craft engines. The AN/SAQ-4 laser weapon system, built by Kratos and developed by the US Naval Research Lab, is a direct energy weapon. The infrared beam from a solid-state laser array can be tuned from high output to low output. At high output, around 30 kilowatts, the laser can destroy targets, fry sensors, burn out motors, and detonate explosive material. At low output, the LOS system can dazzle enemy combatants and cause them to turn away from threatening positions. You only need to see the laser in action to appreciate its benefits. It also has the advantage of being much more cost-effective and efficient when compared with traditional projectile weaponry, as it only requires sufficient power to fire. Personnel Halting and Stimulation Response Rifle. This crazy-looking weapon looks like an alien technology or something out of a sci-fi movie. It is actually a non-lethal incapacitation device designed to temporarily blind and disorientate targets. Developed by the US Department of Defense, the Personal Halting and Stimulation Response Rifle, aka FSR, is a non-lethal weapon designed to disorientate and stun enemies rather than kill them. A light-based gun, the FSR has been designed for use by both soldiers and US law enforcement officials police. The gun temporarily blinds enemies with focused laser beams. The laser lights, which operate by alternating wavelengths, serve to disorientate people who look at them, rendering them unable to stand, let alone fight. The good news is that the laser light used in this weapon does not inflict any permanent damage to people's eyesight. Surprised that these weapons actually exist? I'm pretty sure your mind will be blown away by this advanced invisibility cloak military weapon that works in any environment. Tactical Assault Light Operator Suit, also known as TALOS. The US Special Operations Command presented its TALOS suit concept in 2013. The latest field testing was delayed last year, and reports are now suggesting the program has been terminated due to lack of funding and issues with powering the 600 pounds to 700 pound suit. SOCOM designed the suit to increase strength and mobility while carrying heavy payloads in dynamic environments. The TALOS design promised to increase survivability through anti-ballistic full-body armor and visual augmentation, and offer a high level of situational awareness via multiple sensors by giving the user access to next-gen displays and communicative functions. The Pentagon has dubbed the project the Iron Man suit. There are even reports that the next-generation combat suit will be made of liquid metal that can solidify into an impenetrable suit on command. The Active Denial System. Another non-lethal weapon developed to help disperse crowds. The Active Denial System transmits an invisible electromagnetic radiation beam that creates a burning sensation on people's skin, sending them running. Under continued exposure, people have experienced several burns to the top layer of their skin. Dubbed America's Ray Gun, the Active Denial System is really more a combination radar array and microwave, as it can heat up water molecules on a person's skin to 130 degrees Fahrenheit from a distance of 500 yards. Controversial in some circles and dubbed a form of torture by some people, the Active Denial System has proven extremely effective. The pain is so intense, the reaction to run from the beams so overpowering, the military calls it the goodbye weapon. Security experts expect that the system will eventually be used alongside other non-lethal crowd control methods, such as tear gas, water cannons, and rubber bullets.
Rubber bullets. Big mistake.
The military, however, claims there are no lingering effects from exposure. Obrum PL-01 Stealth Tank. Ever since World War II, the main battle tank has played a crucial role in wars across the world. A Polish company has recently changed everything we know about the tank with its PL-01, the stealth machine that may roam the battlefield of the future. PL-01 is a Polish light tank with a modular ceramic aramid shell and additional armored plating capable of providing a full range of protection against a variety of projectiles, improvised explosive devices, and landmines. Equipped with a 940 horsepower engine, it's capable of a top speed of just under 45 miles per hour with a range of 310 miles. By far, the coolest part is its turret. Because it's fully automated and doesn't require space for an ammunition loader, the unit is very flat. The muzzle has a suppressor at the end, and it's been covered in the same radar-deflecting surfaces. The highlight of this tank, though, is the stealth technology. As a 5th-generation stealth tank, it's the world's first armored vehicle that's practically invisible to both infrared and radar detection systems. Hybrid Insect Micro-Electro-Mechanical System, also known as HI-MEMS. DARPA's HI-MEMS raises real insects filled with electronic circuitry which could be guided using GPS technology to specify targets via electrical impulse sent to their muscles. These half-bug, half-chip creations, DARPA calls them insect cyborgs, would be ideal for surveillance missions. Another weapon system straight out of science fiction, this time in the form of bugs. This is a technology that's been worked on for decades. Micro-air vehicles, aka MAVs, and micro-electro-mechanical systems, aka MEMS, have been in the works since the 1940s, and are essentially cyborg bugs and winged creatures that have been controlled to do its master's bidding. A Freedom of Information request to DARPA revealed some interesting truths behind this military hardware that included the implanting of technologies into insects at the larva and pupae stage for the greatest chance of viability. Cameras and tracking devices obviously provide perfect tracking capabilities that no one would expect, especially from an insect. This is ideal for surveilling enemy bodies or even citizens. The next time you see a moth, dragonfly, or other winged insect, go in for a closer look. Quantum stealth. Straight out of science fiction comes a light-bending technology called quantum stealth that provides active camouflage to the user and mimics surrounding environments. Remember the movie Predator? Remember how the Predator was able to use invisible stealth technology to blend into the jungle environment around him, and how when he moved it looked like the jungle itself was moving? That kind of technology is now in the advanced stages of development by the US military. Called quantum stealth, this technology camouflages people by bending light around the object it is hiding. And the result is that people and objects literally turn invisible to the naked eye. The hope is that the invisible cloaks provided by the quantum stealth technology will enable soldiers to infiltrate enemy territory without being detected, as well as launch surprise attacks and carry out assassinations. Sounds absurd, but the future is here, and this technology is real. Now that you have a bit more insight on what the world's governments are working on, are you more paranoid than before? I'm just curious. Share your thoughts by leaving a comment down below so I can talk about it with you in the first hour. I know how hungry you are for technology, so find out in my related video what you need to know about AI. Let us talk about this technology that allows machines to mimic human intelligence. Stay connected, stay up to date.